We're at the intersection of interracial and comedy. That one's probably gay, though. Haven't done this in a while. Episode 2.
Oh my goodness!
I thought I hit start on the thing.
So
I guess
we're
that's a
recording,
good place
right?
to start now, huh?
We're doing it.
We're doing the thing.
Welcome to God's favorite podcast.
Yeah, dude.
What if like God came out, like, you know how Apple and like Spotify and like all these
God's
different
most
places,
listened.
God's most listened to podcasts, and we're like, wait, what the
What?
like? Of course, it's just something random out there.
It's us, Huberman Labs, whatever the fuck Jordan Peterson's all about to cry about.
Hey,
Joe Rogan, you gotta listen to me when I'm telling you this. The vaccines are
I'm not
bad.
gonna tell you if I'm Christian.
But we're number one, followed by Huberman Labs.
Gosh,
And
imagine
then Jordan
how
Peterson.
imagine how big of a deal
And
that
then-
would be
And
if
then
we were God's favorite podcast.
we are God's favorite podcast. And then
Like if everybody knew that we were God's favorite podcast.
and then 4 is a rotating Christian podcast.
Yeah, it's like, what's Chris Tomlin
to
up
feed
to?
his ego.
Chris Tomlin's got a podcast. He's like, all right, fine.
Oh, Kirk Franklin's podcast.
Kirk Franklin's podcast is all ad libs.
It's actually really good.
Probably.
He had
That's
Chance the Rapper on it.
I guarantee you it's fantastic. Here's the thing.
And number 5 is this past weekend.
Yeah. He's at the end of the day, he's a pod fan. He likes pods.
He does.
He likes this past weekend.
God spent 1,572 hours listening to music
The rest of
and
eternity.
5,000 hours listening to podcasts.
That's the thing. This guy has all the time in the world.
Yeah, he made
Or
it.
literally exists outside of it.
Yeah.
All he has to do, like, he is literally the perfect person to listen to podcasts.
I feel
Because
like
he exists outside of time. We do not have enough time to listen to
what if
all
they have
podcasts.
like an angel FBI and they're watching everything? They're the ones watching. And they're like, oh, God's got to see this one.
God's going to have a group.
God's going to hate this. And they come back and he's like, got a 5 o'clock shadow and shit. I just realized I didn't put gauges back in. There's one.
There's another.
Oh, perfect.
So, there you go.
Behind the scenes, baby.
Accessorizing.
But then I touched my ear. I was like, something's missing.
We're really Mitch and Cam.
Yeah,
Go
we
ahead.
But there are these angels that have like just a wall of screens watching every piece of content that's ever been produced.
You've got the first film being made, just a guy riding a horse, and Dune over here, porn, like just everything. That sounds.
And then that checks out with Gabe and Felix. We're at the intersection.
Everybody's huddled up over on our TV, just like
We're at the intersection of
These guys.
interracial and comedy.
just this sorority girl getting railed out. And then
By a
like just
black guy.
just an average comedy special on the other side. And then the screen right in between, that's us. That's us. In more ways than one. The average comedy special and the black guy
fuck.
railing out the sorority girl at Florida State University.
Jesus.
She plays basketball.
So that's where you
there.
can find us in heaven.
Probably.
Probably hell.
I'm going to heaven.
Hopefully we're just going to limbo, though.
I think God is too funny to not let us in.
I know, dude.
I think we have too much of a good time.
he has to be a comedy fan.
He's funny himself.
Yeah.
Like the story of him him killing or sending the bear on those kids for making fun of that bald dude. It was like Elijah or Elisha or whatever it is.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's
That's
just straight
hilarious.
up funny. It's just like kids. You making fun
Flooding
of
the
bald
whole
people?
world. Hilarious.
Turning Lot's wife into salt because she looked at gay people?
Dude, I've never laughed so hard in my life.
The Garden of Gethsemane.
Overrated.
The weight of the weight of sin on Christ's shoulders.
Hilarious, dude.
Oh, my
Passion of the
goodness.
Christ, best comedy of all time. Dude, have you seen those AI things going around where it's like biblical people like vlogging?
I have seen those. Have you seen the? There's a guy that does like a biblical characters pod, and I think that's funny.
I saw one with Jesus today. They were like, "What's your favorite movie?" Everyone always asks me if it's Passion of the Christ. This is the worst day of my life. I don't want to watch that over and over again.
That's the dumbest question in the world.
I can't remember what he said it was. Fuck, I don't remember. But no, there was
probably something Jewish.
Probably. It was probably made
8
by
Crazy Nights.
Yeah. L'Chaim.
Oh my goodness. I really do hope God is. I hope you're listening. However, I mean, even if you don't hope he is.
Dude, what if he flooded the earth on accident though? like he's got this motherboard computer up there, and he's like, "What's this blue button with the water drop do?" And then his angel advisors are like, "I don't know." And he's like, "Oh, cool, it makes it rain." And then someone comes back like, "It made it rain for 40 days. Everyone's dead."
Remember that thing you created called time?
And then he's just like, "Whoops."
I mean, I could fix it. I'm God. Like, come on now. I'm me.
All the continents were too close together. I want to just split them up.
Let's just
I'm real big on segregation.
What if that's why?
Dude, you know who's crazy person? Fucking Jim Jones. Dude.
Okay, I thought we were...
Look, I've listened to 8 hours about him, okay? And I've got like 5 more to go.
You said Jim Jones and I was like, sunglasses. Mm-hmm. Let's do it.
Dude, he started wearing the sunglasses because he was whacked out on Quaaludes. His eyes were so red. He was like, "I don't want
Jordan Belfort."
He goes, "I don't want people to know." And so he's like, put super dark sunglasses on.
I don't want people to know I'm crazy.
Also, dude was fucking.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
Here's the thing, if you're a cult leader, yeah.
Took him a while to get there.
What do you mean?
Like, to start fucking. Like, his cult was well and established before he started fucking.
I'm sure he was doing it along the way. Like,
no.
He wasn't.
No, it wasn't until, like, around the time they moved.
He's got kids still around.
I looked up, like, they're all adopted.
What are we doing? But
they're all adopted.
So, like.
Because he called it his rainbow family. Also,
we are the world.
Said the N-word a lot. But used it in solidarity.
You know, at the end of the day.
But also preyed on low-income black families and made a lot of them kill themselves.
At the end of the day,
but he never fucked the black ladies.
Hold on. At the end of the day, what's the difference between Jim Jones and the U.S. government?
Nothing.
So,
but someone asked him once,
thanks for coming to
Jim,
God's favorite podcast.
Why don't you ever fuck your black cult members? And he goes, because the white ones need my gifts more because they're less, like, they're the ones causing the racism.
I mean, yeah.
He also fucked dudes.
Here's
Happy
the thing.
Pride.
Here's the thing. Here's one of my favorite things that I've heard, like, black dudes say is, like, I'm so pro-black, I'm having sex with white women to make sure that their babies are black. Like, that's
awesome.
He's fucking white people because, like, stop being racist. Like, that's the...
Yeah.
I think that's the right way to go about it. So, I mean, to stop racism, I think I have to fuck more white women.
He gaslit his wife all the time.
I mean,
all the time.
What's marriage?
I mean, he gaslit everybody.
I'm not married, but what is it? What is marriage if not gaslighting somebody for the rest of your life?
A happy relationship and...
I mean, yeah, no, aside from, like, things that don't last.
Yeah.
Happy relationships. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. No, they don't last.
No, I'm joking.
They last. Anyways, what are you looking for?
Wood to knock on.
Underside of this. No, did you do it on the column?
No.
The column's plastered in liquid death boxes. Oh, okay.
on the not on the floor, but on the
long arms.
Yeah.
Also,
right, chill out. That was aggressive.
Speaking of long arms,
call me a nigga and see what happens.
No. Jim Jones had a chimpanzee.
Yeah. Again, if you're a cult leader, like, yeah, like he didn't do anything. Once you say that a guy's a cult leader, I'm just like, all right, he's gonna do all of the things. He's not gonna, like, just say, I'm gonna start an accounting firm. He's not gonna do normal shit.
He did start accounting firms
Well, okay, sure.
and thrift stores and like all sorts of businesses that sold tchotchkes with pictures of him.
Of course. Okay, so again, he's a cult leader.
You know, like 900 people died at Jonestown.
It's not that many people.
To commit a mass suicide, that's a lot.
It's not that many people.
For a mass suicide, that's a lot.
I'm trying to think of how many people 900 people is. Like what?
It's 900.
Like yeah.
Stupid.
Like I'm trying to like put it into a frame of reference just to say that many people are gone. And like, sure, it's sad, devastating. It's not that many people.
It's like
it's
half,
devastating.
it's like
it is
no,
sad.
It's like a third of my high school. All killed themselves. In
Never
one
mind. That
place.
is kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's a lot of people.
I'm not good at math.
Yeah,
I'm not good at
that's a lot of people.
It's
Because there are
enough.
about 3,000
Here's what I'll say. It's enough people.
to cause a problem. Yeah, but some things are not meant to be watched on a laptop. At least
No,
not,
I get that.
At least not the first time.
You and Caleb yelled at me because I watched 2001: A Space Odyssey on my laptop.
Yeah, that's stupid.
But here's the
Didn't
thing.
you watch Interstellar on your laptop too?
No.
Okay.
No, I watched that on my television. No, I what was I trying to say about 2001? A Space Odyssey. Ah, good God.
We're not mind readers here.
I know. I'm trying to remember what I was.
It's like I went and saw the new Final Destination in theaters because I needed to see that in theaters.
For sure, but like that's not what a movie is.
No, a movie is an experience.
Yeah. But to me, a movie should make you think. And here's the thing. I feel like sometimes
Really? How does the Country Bears make you think?
here's a lot. That movie, no, it's about
Felix is going to teach an elective course at a college
a
called
community college.
a community
not a college. Like, and don't say just like, Harvard's going to come after me.
No,
Like,
it's going to be like Cloud City or something.
It's not even going to be one of the good ones in Kansas. Damn. I'm going to spend a semester at Allen County Community College.
Yeah.
Like, all right, guys.
I'm going to go down to Cali.
Um,
Actually, he's going to do it at the University of Phoenix.
But how funny would it be if it's just like
It's the Harvard of the online.
if in 20 years the Country Bears did become like a cult classic, and I am the expert on that fucking movie.
I'm aware.
Like if that movie, like,
yeah, you'll
became,
turn into Titanic guy on fucking TikTok and have every copy of it on VHS.
Yeah, no, for sure. I can't wait. I like it, in this alternate universe. That's why I like Rick and Morty so much because there's multiverses or whatever. But in the multiverse, there is like a version where that comes true. Where like I'm like an academic.
That one's probably gay though.
No, for sure. Yeah, he sucks a lot of cock.
That's when he fell in love with bears.
Yeah. But also, there is an interesting part about that movie that does get brushed over within the movie.
Adoption.
Not necessarily adoption. The bears just being in society. Because Barry presumably is just going back and forth to school. He lives with his family. Like he's with his human family. Then there's like just certain scenes.
And
like,
he is not shitting in the woods.
There's scenes where like the bears are like working. They have jobs. There's bears at the car wash. They're doing things. So what happened in society that bears are just hanging out? Where like we just have that's probably the more interesting movie. Where it's just
I'll
like
tell
what
you exactly,
Civil War?
Oh, well, that's exactly what it is.
It's
the
Civil War.
The bears were slaves. And so the bears were in the South. That's why you don't find as many bears in the South now. They
Great
migrated.
Migration.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And so, yeah.
That's funny. No, I mean that. I know that movie sucks.
That's the alternate reality that the Country Bears exists in.
It is one of those things where it's just like, why are these bears just hanging out? Like this shouldn't work. And so, like, the more interesting movie.
And if
is
you lived in that world, you would probably hate their music.
Exactly. And so when the Country Bears become a thing, it's like, oh snap! These guys are the Country Bears, and so like that's why the Country Bears are so meaningful.
But they're definitely not playing Trump rallies.
No.
The Republicans are not on board.
The Country Bears are definitely playing.
Hillary Clinton's rally.
Yeah. But in our society, if the Country Bears got really popular, they're playing Trump rallies.
Yeah.
Because they're the Country Bears.
They are country as shit.
I'm terrible, but I'm quick.
To the heart of love.
All right, I'm done. That's enough Country Bears talk, even for me. Because that's like a
Country Bears aside, what's your favorite movie?
I mean, it's easy to say The Godfather.
That's the best movie, not your favorite movie.
I mean, I love that movie.
Oh, okay.
A Serious Man.
Yeah, I still haven't watched that.
It's Coen Brothers wrote and directed
Love the
it.
Coen Brothers.
I mean, I've got my list.
That's Jesse Eisenberg and Kieran Culkin, right?
No. That is, I can't even remember what that's called. The Social Network. I love that movie.
Yeah, you do love The Social Network.
Do the Right Thing is up here. Saltburn.
Never seen it. Fucking gross.
It is horrendous, but it's a beautifully made movie.
Oh yeah,
and that's what
like
I love
this
about
video
it.
game I've been playing. By the way, I'm streaming again, so tune in. Those are going to be going on YouTube,
gang.
And I'll be on Twitch. I got a new headset. It's wireless. It's awesome.
I've got a list of 26 movies here. That's a little excessive.
That's a lot. I mean, I used to be that guy. I had a collection of almost 400 DVDs and Blu-rays. Every time I got paid, I'd go to CD Trade Post and buy stuff.
That's what I need to do is just make a YouTube channel of like, here's my favorite 26 movies.
Yeah.
And then just have like a thumbnail like, hey, Gabe, I'm going to send you a picture. Can you make me a thumbnail real quick?
No.
Oh, damn. I thought it was...
Do it in AI so I look cuter.
I know I'm losing weight, but I need to got like 20 pounds to lose. Can you get me there? Can you get me there? Plus.
Shout out to Felix for losing weight.
No,
just in time for Pride Month and Prime Day.
I'm gonna stop crossing my legs like that, even though I'm skinny.
Gay.
Oh no, this is so comfortable. This is so nice. I love it. I love sitting like this. This is great.
Yeah, I guess I kind of do.
I perch my balls up like right on top.
I'm more just sitting like this. This is about as closed as I can get.
Yeah.
Granted, I'm not messing with my baby bird when I sit down, so.
What do you mean?
That's on you.
I'm not messing with mine either. Mine's just gigantic.
You lift it up.
I mean, it's not like
it's still a baby bird.
Conscious thing. Like, stop. No, it's not.
It's still a baby bird.
But you can't cross your leg like that.
Not comfortably.
That's
I feel like
strange.
I'm getting squished.
I mean, yeah, no, for sure. But maybe it's because my legs are so long.
It's because your balls are small.
My balls are too big, honestly. My balls. Here's the thing about my balls. My balls literally got twisted.
I'm aware.
For no reason.
That's something small balls do.
No.
Yeah.
I
got big balls. I've never done that once.
It doesn't happen a lot.
It's small ball problems.
I'm gonna take my dick out right now.
Haven't done this in a while. Episode 2. Why are you wearing a jock strap? Yeah, those are small balls.
Those are gigantic balls.
They're not that big.
They're pretty. They're. You're not looking at them right, and it's cold.
Oh yeah, it's cold in here. No, dude, it was humid. It was a good day for a dick pic.
My balls are fine.
Remember when I was doing that joke for a while?
Yeah. Tell the people my balls are fine. Tell them.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Because you're just being a dick right now. Like,
No, I was talking about your balls, stupid.
All right, your turn. Take your balls out. Go.
I don't feel like it right now. I don't want to
Lazy
get
bastard.
up. This is all right.
I mean, yeah, like I'm mostly
like
right here, but it's not like all the way crossed
knee
over.
over knee.
I mean, I'm more sitting on my hip too.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I also sleep with my ass out, so
it's a whole booty hole out. That's such a strange thing to me.
It's great. It's comfortable. I love it.
Dude, why are you sleeping with pants on?
Dude, you know what changed my life though? Nasal strips. Incredible, dude. I sleep well.
You're just a person in a commercial.
I'm a mark, dude.
You are like the insert, like whatever the protagonist in commercials are. Like I think that's, and it's not a bad thing.
But I'm also mayhem.
Yeah, exactly.
That was a dog.
Better off. That's not funny.
Anyway,
at all.
It was a dog, or maybe a laundry basket. I don't know.
It was a dog. Is it more devastating if it's laundry or the dog?
Neither.
No.
Those dogs are tough, dude.
The
little one springboarded off my
dude.
chest the other day and thumped on the ground. Just got up like, huh. Stop looking at your balls.
No, I'm trying to just retie my pants just so that they don't do weird things. So what's up with your life?
What's up with my life? My life is my life, dude. I don't know. I'm still doing this show.
What do you think the American economy is going to look like in 5 quarters?
A year and 3 months. See, you start talking about politics and economy, and I just immediately yawn. It's how much I give a shit. I got some crypto.
You do?
Sorry, some Bripto.
All right. It's with a K. You fucking asshole.
Bill out.
I want to throw something at you.
Too bad I ain't got no Bit bookies.
This podcast is brought to you by Liquid Death.
Bring back the tall cans.
They have the tall cans. It's fine. Just don't buy these. You're fine.
No, they're phasing out the tall cans.
Are they?
Except for like at gas stations. And
Why?
Shit. Oh no.
Well, that's fine.
It's
Whatever.
probably more cost effective, but fuck, I liked the big cans.
It's fine, but this podcast is still brought to you by Liquid Death.
They're here. They just don't realize it yet.
Yeah. Now coming to you.
What's the meanest thing someone's ever said to you?
I don't want to play this game.
Oh, okay. I was just curious.
Jesus
Not bi-curious,
Christ.
so just
what
like
kind of
regular
show do you think
curious.
this is? I thought we were 2 buddies just trying to hang out. I am trying to think of the meanest thing somebody's ever said to me. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I've probably had some horrific things said to me, and they just kind of roll off my shoulders.
Yeah.
Not because I'm tough.
Uh-huh.
Mostly because a lot of horrific things have been said. Here's what I'm comfortable with. The most horrific things said about me haven't been to my face.
That's fair.
Probably.
Oh, dude, I know people talk shit on me.
And I prefer to keep it that way because ignorance is bliss. I'm doing all right. Like, I mean...
Someone called me pre-diabetic the other day. That didn't make me feel too good.
Who said that?
I'll say it later.
Who said that to you? Oh, we gotta kick their ass. You forgot to start the timer.
I know, but I got one over here, dude.
Cool.
Always thinking.
That's cool. Are you?
No. I mean, yeah, but about nothing a lot.
That's a real thing, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Think about nothing. Just be...
It's like Mike said in Institutionalized.
You know,
I was staring at my wall, think about everything, but then again, I was thinking about nothing, you know?
It is like the flip of a switch. You can think about nothing and then everything.
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
Why? You want to know something really crazy?
You didn't like that movie?
No, it's fine. I thought it was a good movie.
It's a great movie.
It didn't make the list, but it was a good movie.
It was a great movie.
It's a very good movie.
Yeah, it's great.
I thought it was really good.
No, it was fucking great. Actually,
I thought it was pretty good.
look, and I don't even like the Academy, and even they thought it was great. So
I thought it was pretty.
it's a little better than pretty good. It's great. Proceed.
It's fine. It's fine.
Proceed correctly. Everything Everywhere All at Once is a great movie. It's the best example of multiverses and hot dog fingers.
Try again. The best example of multiverses?
Yeah, the Marvel ones are just to fix fucking plot holes. And make new ones.
Rick and Morty. That's the best example.
I mean, yes, but it's not.
They have more time to do it because it's a television show and it's over the course of 10 years. I get that.
But also, it's not the central focus of it.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, any movie that's bound to focus on a multiverse has like critics that are.
Yeah.
It's gonna have critics about like.
Yeah.
they didn't handle it right one way or another. But what was I even saying? Never mind. I don't even think it was
Something
a stupid
about
joke.
Everything Everywhere All at Once.
I think it was a dumb joke that I didn't think it was that funny.
Kehe Kwan, a.k.a. Data from the Goonies.
What did you just say to me?
Kehe Kwan.
You don't know who that is.
That is the main guy in Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Shouts to Cary Fukunaga.
Who's that?
That's the guy who directed Beast of No Nation.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Still haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Didn't see it 20 minutes ago. Haven't seen it now.
I forgot that we talked about it.
Have not seen it.
That's fine.
Um,
I didn't think that you were gonna see this 2.5 hour movie between 20 minutes ago and
I'm
now.
just letting you know.
Why do we do this thing?
I think the meanest thing I ever overheard of me. It wasn't
Hold
that.
on.
It was
I thought you were about to say the meanest thing I ever heard about you.
the meanest thing I ever heard about Felix.
I was like, what? And you didn't tell me.
Is probably the N-word.
Probably.
No, it was the time Shane called you a different racial slur on stage.
Jesus Christ.
That was probably the meanest thing I've ever heard someone say about you.
He's so fat.
Even though he called you everyone's favorite one, it was still mean.
He's so fat. He's like so.
If you guys want to like imagine this guy,
He's like, start with like a really, really fat person, and you got it.
He's built like a beanbag chair with half the beans taken out of it.
He's built like a serving of mashed potatoes.
Yeah. He's built like a double dip cone. Just kind of goes down to a point.
When it starts melting.
He's a sugar cone. Yeah, when it starts melting.
It starts melting, going down, dripping down your arm.
It's just the flat bottom. Lick the glue. Confession, I like the glue part on the sugar cones.
Have I said that he's built like a mushroom cloud?
Yeah, I think we've done that one.
I mean, we've been playing this game
built
for
like
years
a
at this
nuclear
point.
cooling tower.
Oh man,
That's my favorite game of all time.
built like a lug nut.
Yeah, one of those ones with the little hump on top of it. You're
Built
welcome.
like
That
a-
was free inside joke comedy.
Built like a globe.
Caleb's not here because he got mono.
That is a thing that happened.
That's probably against HIPAA violations or whatever. But for
What
right
do you mean
now,
HIPAA violations? We don't pay nobody.
for right now, I'm not a doctor.
We're all at will. We're all here because we want to be.
I am a doctor though.
What?
I am. I
With?
have my doctorate.
In?
Thugonomics. Whoa, dude, that was so loud. I heard it from the headphones over there. My brain said, "Don't say it, don't say it, don't say it." Thugonomics. Think of something better. Think of something better. Thugonomics.
I don't know if it could have got funnier than that. I'm sorry. I guess that earlier question I posed to you. Where do you see the U.S. thugonomy in the next 5 years?
Look.
Since you have doctor, where do you see the U.S. thugonomy? 5 years.
So first, the time is going to be up, and then the time on the Dow.
That's way better.
And then it's going to disappear. You're not going to see it. And then the time will be Dow again.
All right. This podcast has gotten out of hand.
I'm completely in hand.
I don't know if God, I'm sorry.
You're the one that's asked me rhetorical questions the whole
What do you mean
time.
rhetorical? I didn't ask you any rhetorical questions.
I think you've used rhetoric a few times.
You don't even know what a rhetorical question is. You just do it has something to do with rhetoric.
Yeah, I took rhetoric, dude.
What? You can take rhetoric?
Yes.
I thought.
the
Okay,
worst.
hold on. You want to know something?
You have to go
Can
to
I raise
base.
my
It's
hand? I'm raising my
basically a
hand.
gulag.
It sounds like a class I would be into. Rhetorics?
Rhetoric and logic. You had to take logic before you could take rhetoric.
That sounds. Never mind.
And it's basically in a gulag. That's a Russian torture prison.
I'm aware of what the gulag is.
It's called the Classical School of Wichita.
I thought rhetoric was short. I thought the name Rhett was short for rhetoric.
No, it's like, well, who are you gonna go with, Rhett or Rick?
Rhett.
I'm more of a Rick guy myself.
God, I hate you. God.
Yeah, you do.
All right.
I'm incredible. You're welcome.
I crush this with my
bicep? You're not one of them bitches with the watermelon.
It's starting to squeeze a little bit. I don't want to.
Well, yeah, because it's not carbonated.
I get that, but still, what if I broke it?
Then you would have broke it.
Would have been pretty cool.
But there's a lot of electronics down there, so maybe let's not.
That's why I stopped. It'd be pretty cool. It started to hurt a little bit, too.
Yeah. Pressure, force, normal
Pressure
shit.
makes diamond.
It does make diamonds.
Diamond.
It also kills people.
Implosion.
That was the submarine.
That's pressure?
I saw a real-looking AI-generated video of that today. It was awesome.
What do you think the most brutal way to be murdered is? Like
drowned, probably. They say that's the most painful way to die. That and burned alive.
Yeah, but I'm talking about with a
torture?
Weapon. With gunshot, stab wound,
Vietnamese
machete.
bamboo or Chinese bamboo torture. I think it originated.
Remind
in China.
me what that is.
They just strap you to the ground underneath bamboo shoots, and bamboo's the fastest growing plant in the world. They grow through you,
and so it's just oh my god, for a whole day.
No.
For how long?
For days.
For how long?
Until they're happy. Multiple bamboo shoots. It's not just one bamboo shoot.
Yeah.
Chelsea smiles pretty bad, but that doesn't necessarily kill you either.
I think a crucifixion is pretty bad.
Water torture is supposed to be terrible.
Like being waterboarded?
No. Do you not know what Chinese water torture is?
I'm not familiar with all these Chinese.
Don't worry, I've been to the medieval
devices.
torture museum, so I know a lot about torture.
I'm not necessarily interested in torture because torture you can survive.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the most painful way to die because it's just you're dying. Obviously, all of it sucks because you're dying.
Which one was I talking about? I already forgot.
Bamboo shoots. We talked about that.
Bamboo shoots. Chinese water torture.
Yes.
You're stuck in a chair, and there's a basin with water in it, and it's got a little bitty dropper in it, and so it just very, very slowly makes a drop of water on your head, and you can't move. And it's just one drop at a time. And it supposedly will drive you insane.
That sounds awesome. Not awesome. Not to do it, but to torture someone.
Because it's
it takes so long. And they're sitting there kind of dry.
Yeah.
Fuck!
Uh-huh.
They're losing their mind.
And once you start to cope with the one, the next one hits.
Exactly.
And then you're like, oh, fucking
It's just one drop at a time. And you're you're never wet, but you're always concerned about the next drop of water.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I can see how that works.
It'll make you go crazy.
But what if it's liquid death? That's the thing. That's the thing. It was a trial and everything, and they accidentally left the guy's neck loose. He was and just waiting, just.
Hey guys, can you let me go? I gotta pee.
I gotta pee.
How do you have to pee? We've deprived you of food and water for 2 days.
You deprived me of food.
You deprived me of food. But I've been staying hydrated. If you guys put some liquid IV up in that basin,
you put a couple
wouldn't
meal
be half
squirts.
Bad.
Put a couple meal squirts
one
in
got
there, dude.
Me in the head.
Ow, you got me in the ear. All right, because I was talking to your stupid ass.
If you won't take me to the bathroom, I guess I'll just soil myself.
That's fine.
And then just look them in the eye while you piss yourself.
And that's torture for them. So
uh-huh.
Give them the Denzel lip while you do it.
Then you're gonna get chafed, and that's gonna suck. And then cold.
At the end of the day, I think that's going to be on them.
Ooh, gas chamber's got to be a pretty rough way to go.
I feel like that'd be relatively peaceful because you're breathing it in and then you get passed out. What does mustard gas do?
It like destroys your throat and shit.
Oh man,
It's brutal. Yeah, no, it's not a fun way to die.
Whatever version of it that you just like kind of breathe it in and pass out, like carbon monoxide.
Yeah.
Like I think I'm not.
No, they were torturing people.
We're not promoting any of these versions of dying.
Well, they're just ways you could die.
Ways hopefully you don't.
Yeah. Chastity belts were torture.
Oh, you can't die from a chastity belt, can you?
You probably
unless
could.
You like get like
they had
punctured and
ones.
get bled out. Yeah, for sure.
They had different ones. Like
I'm
they
sure
had
that
ones
there's
that
like
had like spikes in it, and you tightened it like a screw around the wiener.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
And on the balls.
Chastity belt.
That would suck. They had like 7 of them at the Medieval Torture Museum.
Is that like?
And I tried one on.
What's the like most?
They were built
meaningless version of like what's the water basin that would piss you off?
What do you mean?
Like the water basin that's just dropping one thing of water on you at a time. Like, is there another form of torture that like would get you? But it's not like particularly violent.
Probably get bored in a pillory.
What's that? Oh,
the wood.
You're just sitting there. Yeah,
that would suck. Honestly, it doesn't. You wouldn't think it would, but everybody's looking at you.
And that was just a temporary thing.
A Chelsea smile would suck.
Remind me. Again, that's violent though.
Oh,
I'm talking about like
torture.
The water base. It's just dropping. It just drives you crazy, and like that's the punishment.
Technically,
of it all.
The bamboo shoots aren't violent.
No, it is. That is
nature.
Pretty violent. It is nature, but like
they just strap you to the ground.
That's insane. That is insane.
That's crazy, huh?
I never thought about that.
Having car jumper cables hooked up to your nuts would be pretty bad. Do you remember? I don't know. I don't feel like anybody remembers this commercial, but there used to be a commercial. It was a Super Bowl commercial for Amp energy drink.
And I don't remember Amp energy drink.
It's still around. It's made by Mountain Dew.
This podcast is brought to you by Monster Energy Drink.
This podcast is brought to you by Safe Homes for Stray Raccoons. We partnered with a charity. So we got all these little raccoons out here, and let's be real. Nobody wants wild raccoons anymore. But a lot of people in a lot of states are able to adopt said raccoons. So we're partnering with Safe Homes for Stray Raccoons to promote this awesome opportunity for you guys to either donate or take one of these little critters in for yourself. They may have little bandit masks, but boy, are they going to steal your heart.
We need 40,000 homes nationwide to agree to adopt a raccoon tonight.
Call in the next 20 minutes and you'll get a free new song CD.
Dude, oh my God. If we got a free new song CD, that's so funny. That is so funny, dude. Oh my goodness.
Hey, y'all, it's your buddy Russ Lee from the band New Song.
All right. You want some popcorn, honey? All right. What's their one song? Yeah, I don't care.
I hope YouTube picks that up as an actual ad read.
The raccoon. That's so funny. What'd you call it? The Raccoon Relief Fund?
Safe homes for stray raccoons.
The SHSR?
Uh-huh.
Sure.
That's kind of what sound they make sometimes when they're eating. Raccoons are up to no good, dude. You can't be an animal that looks like that and be up to good.
Coons ain't up to no good. You can't look like them coons and be up.
They've always got a bandit mask on. Like, they're stealing things.
That
was unintentional racism on my part.
I know,
and I didn't realize it until you started making fun of it.
The unintentional
like prairie dogs.
Elite frat guy move.
Still bothered about that.
Hold 2 cans like this.
Yeah. Oh, what's up? I
was telling Jessica, dude, and we're gonna go down to Phi Beta and tell those fucking bitches. I don't know.
All right, that's it.
Oh, we can leave?
Yep.
All right, God bless you.
Gotta keep you.
We I do like our hey, if you like that episode of the podcast, be sure to check out TCO Gaming. Our profile's right there. And you can watch a video of what we've got going on over here. You can watch another video of the pod right here. And then just click on the subscribe right there. Like, share, subscribe, make it cool. And then check out my boy Big Ed. Big Ed. Check out Big Ed right there. What's good, big dog? All right.